Welcome to the Angel Empowerment Healing Show with your hosts, Cindy Smith and Sam Bell. Join them every week as they share powerful tools, advice, and angel messages that will empower you to own your wellness. Welcome to the Angel Empowerment Healing Show with myself, Cindy Smith.
And with me, Sam Bell. And if you tuned in to our last episode, you know that you have part 2 coming up now about maintaining and balancing our chakras. In our last episode, we basically mapped out the 8 chakras that we work with in Angel Empowerment Healing. And if you haven't listened to that one, I would recommend that you go back and listen to that. All of our podcasts are only about 25 minutes. They're meant to be short and sweet, but that one is full of information. So go back, listen to that one, and then listen to this one that's coming up. Right, Cindy?
Right. So, and as I mentioned in the last podcast, force everything to do with our health, clearing, balancing, and having your chakras running at a correct frequency for you helps. It helps us with our emotional, our spiritual, our physical, and our mental, all of it, all in one little tied up in a nice gifted bow. And if you're like me and you have a lot going on in your world, I love to be able to do things quickly and easily, and that's how the angels work. They help us big time with that. So Archangel Michael guided me years ago to start doing clearing, and I've been teaching it to students for years and clients, and I call it the quick fix. I just call it the quick fix when it comes to the chakras. But there's a reason Michael does things the way he does. So think of it like this. He's going to clear your chakras. He calls it vacuuming your main chakras and removing debris. And remember how we have said one of the biggest ways to change your chakras is through the emotions and thoughts. So anything that's negative gets removed out of our main chakras. Sam, anything you want to add that you know affects chakras?
Well, just when you were talking there, I was thinking about our ear chakras, and we don't really talk about those very much, but we realize that they're very important. And I just got that visual, which is my third eye, and it was that debris. So an example of debris or muckiness in your chakras, if I hear somebody saying something about me that is less than kind, or if I tell myself something that is less than kind, I might hold on to the feelings around that and keep reliving those words. And basically, it causes debris in my ear chakras. Does that make sense?
It does.
It does.
It does. Okay. So what I'm gonna give you what I call the quick fix steps with Archangel Michael. He clears and then he balances these chakras the same size. If you look in a book around chakras, it shows these little dots going up the spine that are different colors.
Uh-huh.
Think of, though, the chakras, they all blend together. There's no energetic space in between. They're running right up the chakra centers. And he likes us to have them in balance, because if one is smaller or one is bigger, you're pulling energy to either get the one that's small to be the proper size or shrink the one that's too big. And the more that you can have them balanced and that energetic flow right from the root to the crown is much healthier for you. So we balance them. And then once he clears, balances, he's going to increase the frequency. And it's easy, and you're going to see how easy it is. And Sam, I just got guided to our for our listeners, we're going to give a free gift on our website that is a meditation that I did for a student that she was struggling with, keeping up. And I was guided to do a quick fix clearing, a shielding clearing, getting her to be in the now. And it's, I don't know, I think it's like 12 minutes. I can't remember, but it's short. Mm-hmm. And so for our listeners, I'm going to tell you how I do this so that you can do it. But then go to our website, angelempowermenthealing.com. Where would we put it? Because I always just drop these things on Sam.
I know. It's like, oh, okay. You didn't mention this before we started recording. Anyway, okay. So the best thing for us to do, if you go to our website and you go to podcast show, you will be taken to all of our podcasts. As you listen, I encourage you to listen, have a look at the write-up for each episode. In that write-up, and this isn't the first time that Cindy's done this, so there are other episodes where there is a link for you to follow and you are able to download your free gift. So look for the write-up for this podcast, look at that little write-up, and then there will be a link in there where you can find your free gift.
Yes, there we go. So this allows me to kind of do this quickly for you, just so you understand the tools, and then you can follow up and have that gift of meditation. Okay. Anytime we're working with the angels, Raphael or Archangel Michael, any of the angels that we work with, please get yourself grounded to Mother Earth first. And I like to think that I have tree roots going from the bottom of my feet right down to Mother Earth, or a beautiful gold rope going from the base of my spine down to Mother Earth. Please invite Archangel Michael to be with you now. Connect with his vibration. He is going to be assisting to clear, balance, and increase the frequency of your chakras. Give permission for Archangel Michael to vacuum all of your main chakras, removing any debris. If you're a very visual person, think of him having this beautiful divine tube of energy that is going through your crown at the top of your head, royal purple in color, going through and just removing any unwanted debris. Know you're protected. Absolutely safe. Archangel Michael knows what no longer serves you. It happens very quickly. The next thing he would like to do is, in a few moments, we're going to take a breath together. And when we exhale, he is going to balance your chakras. So our listeners, each of you, he will balance them the same size that works for you. Won't be the same size as Sam or mine. It'll be whichever size works for your physical, emotional, and spiritual being. So here we go. Take a deep breath in and out, and allow Michael to balance. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Moving now to each of our main chakras, he's going to increase the frequency, which is in your highest best interest. So your frequency match for each chakra. And they change colors all the way up. So I will mention the colors, and then you are asking Archangel Michael to increase the frequency. Start at the base of your spine, ruby red in color, your root chakra. Archangel Michael, please increase the frequency of my root chakra now. Move up to the sacral, orange in color. Archangel Michael, please increase the frequency of my sacral chakra now. Up to our solar plexus, sunshine yellow. Archangel Michael, please increase the frequency now. Up to our heart center, emerald green in color. Archangel Michael, please increase the frequency now. To our throat chakra, sky blue in color. Archangel Michael, please increase the frequency now. To our ear chakras on each side of our head, just above and around our temple, reddish violet in color. Please increase the frequency of both ear chakras now. Over to our third eye, just above and around the bridge, above your bridge of your nose, indigo blue. Archangel Michael, please increase the frequency now. And finally, our beautiful crown, royal purple, our receiver of white light. Archangel Michael, please increase the frequency now. And so it is. Thank you in gratitude, Archangel Michael. Something that simple, you're ready to go for the day. This is basically how I start my day. When I put my shield up, I do all my work. I just go, Michael, I'm so used to working with them. Michael, please clear any debris from my chakras. Michael, please balance the chakras the same size for me that works. I'd like to increase the frequency. And I basically take my right hand and I go over each chakra. So I just go root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, my ears, my third eye, and my crown. And it's done. Like that, 2 minutes, if that, max. Sometimes I'll take longer if I really want to feel the vibration, but it's so simple. And I really encourage, the more that you understand how important chakras are for your overall health. Sam, what would you like to add?
So how often should I do this?
Every day.
Every day. Okay. And if I started my day and then I become aware that I've picked up some debris, right?
Yes.
So something has happened and it started to get me stressing out a little bit. Like, right? My heart is beating, I'm breathing faster. Would that be a good time for me to, I'm being devil's advocate here, but would that be a good time for me to rebalance, ask to rebalance?
Yes. Anything to do with however you take care of your energy during the day. And if you know that you could just say, Archangel Michael, I know I'm allowing to affect these certain chakras. Could you please clear the debris, balance them the same size, and increase the frequency? Like, all we have to do is ask. When we're working with Raphael and Michael, like, you could have Raphael, if you're really comfortable working with the healer, you can have him do the clearing too. I've just always used Michael. Either one are going to work. But yeah, if you've just thrown things off, there's all kinds of little things that I do to get myself back into balance. Grounding, clearing, starting having positive self-talk.
Exactly, right? And I was thinking as well, when we began this, I gave the example of my ear chakras, and I've heard something, probably my own negative self-talk that I've heard. And then I started to think, well, how would that affect my solar plexus? Well, my solar plexus would shrink. I would feel less confident, and it would affect my throat chakra as well, because I would be needing to be quiet. I would be worried, frightened of saying something that would be judged, right? So that would just be an example of how all of our chakras, I'm talking there about, it started with my ear chakra, it's affected my solar plexus, might even affect my heart chakra because my feelings are being hurt, and that emotional piece, but certainly my throat chakra because it shrinks it. I don't want to speak. I don't want the same thing to happen again. It basically throws you completely out of whack, and it affects all of our energy centers, all of our chakras. So, and as I say, I use my third eye, that screen of my third eye, to actually visualize my own chakras and what is happening. And think, okay, Archangel Raphael, please fix my chakras now.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I just ask him to fix them, because
it's, that beautiful inner third eye to look, because we can look at our own chakras.
Yeah.
So that's a great example. I forget that sometimes, Sam. I absolutely forget that I can be checking. I usually feel if I'm off, but I could visually be doing the inner eye and looking at my chakras. Thank you for reminding me of that, Sam.
Yes. That's why we work together, Cindy.
That's why. And
I take you back to basics.
Back to basics. The reason, the maintaining your chakra centers card came up with Raphael is because we forget sometimes of all the other things that can affect our health that are behind the scenes. And maintaining your chakras is huge to help you on so many levels with your body parts, your emotions, and your spirituality. So thank you, Raphael, for reminding us. And we love to be able to assist our listeners to gain tools for your own health. And I will once again remind you, go to our website, angelempowermenthealing.com, and click on this podcast, and then you will see that there is the meditation that I love to gift you. Okay? So,
should we pull a card on?
Yeah, we need to, for our next episode. Go for it, Sam. What would Raphael like us to focus on?
Okay, I'm shuffling the cards now, and one's just jumped out. Oh, we've had this one before, but he wants us to go back there. Courage to make change. And that is a big subject for us, because Angel Empowerment Healing is all about making changes in our health.
Yes.
So we'll see you on the we won't see you, but we'll tune into our next episode, and we'll dive into that subject. Courage to make change.
Okay, bye for now from Cindy Smith.
And from me, Sam Bell.
Thank you for joining us on the Angel Empowerment Healing Show. Your hosts, Cindy Smith and Sam Bell, will be back next week with more tools, advice, and angel messages to empower you to own your wellness. Visit our podcast page at www.angelempowermenthealing.com/podcast, where you will receive 3 healing meditations recorded as a thank you for being one of our listeners.